the cast. So why are so many people talking about Travis Scott's veneers? Yes,
The teeth.
One pop culture podcaster said they have no place in Ithaca.
They didn't have those there.
And that's like, are they wrong? I don't think so.
It was a little distracting. I saw the movie, yes.
Yeah.
People have too much time on their hands. Bloomberg Businessweek senior reporter Amanda Mull lays it out in a new piece about the optimization backlash. There's more to this. She writes, if people really are sick of influencers, is it possible the kind of perfection they've so effectively sold is beginning to fall out of favor too? Sounds like, yeah.
All right, yeah. Amanda, come on in on this, man. This is just like right up your alley, kiddo. I think Joe's perfect. I think Lisa's perfect. But is perfection getting a little boring?
Yeah, I think that people spend so much time looking at Instagram, looking at TikTok, looking at, famous people in movies and streaming shows that we are, I think, as a culture, getting sort of sick of looking at like over-perfected, unmoving, smooth faces. I think people want a little bit of humanity back.
Amazing.
Does
That's
that mean
a good
wrinkles,
thing, though,
Joe?
isn't it? I don't. Well, take a look. I'm all for
It
it.
means a little.
Why?
It means a little bit of wrinkles.
I mean, a little bit of wrinkles, yes, get Botox and say leave a little space in there for wrinkles.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
why is this? Is it because of, maybe we've seen too much of it? Like maybe it was too easy to get, it's easy to get, all these things that people wanted so much. And is that one of the reasons? I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yes, I think part of it is that we just spend too much time looking at people who seem to have the same face as the person we were just looking at in the previous video. I think that, it's not only cosmetic procedures and things like that, but the types of filters that get used on social videos are often sort of like bring everybody to this sort of like flattened average of like a perfect face. And I think we're sick of that. But then also, I think we see it more and more in the people around us because the number of med spas in the United States has ballooned since the pandemic. Thousands of new, places to get Botox and filler and things like that have opened in every strip mall in the U.S. It can seem like sometimes.
It's terrifying.
And, yes. There's Groupon.
Anybody, right?
Yes. My allergist offers Botox and filler. For doctors, it's a really good business. It's a cash pay business. People are excited to get it. So you can get this stuff anywhere now. And that makes people a little bit
It just went overboard, though, right? The numbers that this explosion between, as you point out, 2019 and 2024, the number of non-surgical aesthetic procedures performed worldwide jumped more than 50%. So like half the world is talking and their face isn't moving. Are we going to see a backlash where it goes back down 50%?
Well, I don't think we're necessarily going to see these procedures decline. I think that people have too much access. It's too good of a business for healthcare practices. But I think that perhaps the nature of some of these procedures is going to change. What we have heard is that, doctors who do cosmetic injections are hearing patients go, I want my forehead to move a little bit. I don't want to get rid of all of the wrinkles. I want to look my age, but better, instead of trying to, turn the clock back so far. So people want to look a little human.
All right, full disclosure, I have, done Botox at times, but I've gotten rid of like the furrowed brow, and my husband's like, that's my early warning sign that you're pissed off, basically. He's like, you cannot get rid of that. I'm just saying. I don't know. I feel like this crosses your world too in politics, right? Amanda, we've talked about the Mar-a-Lago face.
Oh, God, yeah.
And I mean, is there a political component to this?
Yes, I think that this is one of those things that when you see any trend go really, really broad and start to move into communities of people, whether that's class communities, race communities, whatever, geographic communities, that were originally not part of a group of people that participated in a trend, that can turn off the original group of people who started the trend. So when you see, immovable foreheads, very long hair extensions, overplumped lips become associated with like a particular political political ideology, people outside of that political ideology or who are like vehemently opposed to it get really turned off at the prospect of emulating that or looking like they might be someone who has beliefs that they don't have. So this is how you see trends like move through culture and move through society, because they collect, political valences and things like that early adopters are like, okay, I'm moving on.
So no more duck lips, Lisa?
No duck lips.
Okay.
But does it move on from beyond the looks, right? Is it also about luxury? Like, I know there's so many Instagram influencers or whoever who support luxury and do all these luxury
white
products.
kitchens.
And now what do? Those white kitchens. Now what do?
Yes, I think that sort of at base, what this is a tech backlash, because the optimization available to us through AI, it creates images of people and images of homes that are sort of like glowing and lit from within and poreless and flawless. And so you look around and everything just looks sort of hyper real, looks too fancy.
Those
too
open
nice.
shelves in the kitchen, they never
Yes.
work. I'm sorry.
No, they don't.
Sorry.
They don't. They look good in a photo on Instagram, but if you use your kitchen, as most people do, they don't work. So, people see all of these things and they become increasingly just ridiculous seeming, because anybody that uses a kitchen knows those open shelves don't work.
Yeah, wow.
Like dingy kitchens in style again.
Come on, you need a
This is
tourist.
going to be more broadly, though, this sort of backlash to digital and AI. Young people are they're collecting vinyl. They want to look like real people. As you write, part of the backlash to AI means finding novel ways to distinguish yourself. This is about individualism, right?
Yeah, I think that ultimately, especially young people who have spent their entire lives online and who are growing up into a world where they feel like they, maybe don't quite fit into the standards that they've understood to be applied to them for all that time, are looking for ways to feel a little bit more human, to connect a little bit more straightforwardly with other people, and feel a little bit less alienated and a little bit less, under pressure from digital standards that we see on Instagram and TikTok. So people are collecting physical media. You have a lot of young people buying vintage digital cameras that, not everything lives on your phone. Maybe it lives in a separate camera. Yeah. You see that there's a huge trend and has been for years of secondhand shopping. People want older clothes, things that aren't, so perfect or so widely available. I think people are looking for experiences that feel a little bit more human.